Since the opening of the School of Medicine about 10 years ago, the number of applicants has been on the increase. This year, more than 1,000 prospective students applied for admission, but only 10% of this number were admitted.
There's a minimum admission criteria, obviously, but we don't really use the minimum admission criteria because it's so competitive. We always have to go for the best students. So what happens is students apply. If they meet the minimum requirement, they will receive provisional admission, right? But that's really only provisional admission. Once they get their final results, the university has a special admissions committee for the School of Medicine that meets, and all these applicants will be discussed there.
The medical school only accepts a limited number of applicants to allow a healthy ratio of the students versus the equipment in the laboratory and the teaching staff available. UNAM also considers regional and gender representation when admitting students.
The biggest challenge is when you get a parent whose child did very, very well, they have provisional admission, and then they say, well, but my child got one of the best marks, probably even top 10 in the country or whatever, but they didn't make it into the final selection. And it's because your daughter might be the best, but they happen to be in Commerce region, where they are competing with 10 spots, and perhaps among those 10 spots there are 300 applicants, and your daughter or son might not be the best applicant from that cohort.
The university says there are some students who, due to space, wait for longer than 4 years before they are finally admitted to the School of Medicine. Evelyn Poles, NBC News, Windhoek.